What's up, Craig? Okay. A little late start tonight. Sorry about that. Alright, we got two of them filmed from Facebook. We'll try some live fills if anybody's interested. Hopefully pull some good stuff. I didn't put the pictures up today. I didn't fill all the boxes. I did go through and pull out a couple that I didn't have pictures of that should have pictures of. So that's gonna make it. I'm gonna put pictures up tomorrow. How's it going, Duck? This stuff here. 4 hours ago. I forgot to write this down. I forget I didn't have time to write this out. So I'm going to write it as we go. Take me a little bit longer than normal, but hopefully you can bear with me. Once we get these two breaks done, we will keep it going if you want. Man, got way too much of me in that video. Nobody needs to look at me. There's a reason I keep my face off the broadcast. Forgot one of the first 8. Houston, San Fran. That would be the one I forgot. 10 was Jesse. Did it still? I thought it stopped. On my channel, it showed one of them had stopped. I'll see if I can. Yeah, I think only one's showing now. I think there's only one that's still live. I made the first one, and I couldn't get my camera to come on, so I had to restart it. Usually it doesn't matter if I start with the camera unconnected or not. It'll just hook it up. But today, excuse me, it refused, so I had to restart it. But it should have died off at some point. Okay, just about got this. I think I did leave my iPad upstairs. I'll have to run up and grab it. I'm gonna grab it now. I'll be right back. I got the iPad. iPad appears to be hiding. Sorry about this, guys. Alright, be right back. This is awkward. I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, quite embarrassing. Well, I use it every day for work, and I left it in my truck. Good grief. Oh, my goodness. What a schmuck. Indy and Cleveland, alright. Puka. I couldn't find the Puka. Sorry about that. It might already be in a box. Okay. Alright. We're going to do randoms, then we'll get our random number. Then we'll get a couple boxes. Alright, first up we had Nathan. Pittsburgh. Arizona. Tyler, Cincy. New York Giants. Bill, Philly. Seattle. Greg, Miami. Kansas City. Bill, Buffalo. Chicago. Greg, San Fran, Houston. Baltimore. Atlanta. Steven, the Jets. Vegas. Dave, Washington. Carolina. Jesse, New England. Minnesota. Roger, Green Bay. Tennessee. Jonathan L., Dallas. Jacksonville. Al, Denver, and Detroit. New Orleans and the Rams. Duck, Indy. The Chargers. And Chris, Cleveland. Christopher, I'm sorry. Tampa Bay. I'm not sure if you go by Chris or Christopher, but it says Christopher. I always figure call a fellow what he wants to be called. Okay, let me Get the random up here. This random, will be a number between 4 and 9. That will be our random multiplier for the evening. Alright, we'll do it 5 times to get our random number. 3, 4, 5. Can't see it on my screen. That is the number 5, and I randomized that number 5 times. So we're going times 5 tonight. I've got 100 boxes filled. That means there's 7 or 8 that are not. I'll try to have them filled by tomorrow. I've got the helmets to fill them. Just finding the time to get them filled. Alright, 5 times, top 2 boxes. Ed McMahon, hey, got it. Show up to my house with a giant check and I'll call you whatever you want. As long as the check don't bounce. 3, 4, 5. We are going with 72 and 69. 69's right there. 72 is also there. Randomize that list 5 times. Ed McMahon, interesting guy. Going Star Search Ed McMahon, Lake Show Ed McMahon, Publishers Clearinghouse Ed McMahon. Tape is bubbled, but it's still sticking. Alright guys, 2 boxes. We're going to start with box 69. Let me read this off. Nathan, Pittsburgh, Arizona. Tyler, Cincy and the Giants. Bill, Philly, Seattle. Greg, Miami, Kansas City. Bill, Buffalo, Chicago. Greg, San Francisco, Houston, Baltimore, Atlanta. Steven, Jets, Raiders. Dave, Washington, Carolina. Jesse, New England, Minnesota. Roger, Green Bay, Tennessee. Jonathan L., Dallas, Jacksonville. Al, Denver, Detroit. New Orleans and the Rams. Duck, Indy and the Chargers. And Christopher O., Cleveland, Tampa Bay. Alright guys, we're ready to get her going. Alright, here we go. Starting with box 69. Good luck. Houston. Texans. Houston is Greg. This one gonna be Fanatics authenticated. It's a rip. Got the H on the back. It's signed. I can't remember who that is. Man, that didn't take a whole lot of time to work on that signature. Damn. Looks like Diggs, I think. I didn't write it down. Down roughly half. Torpedo bats. Man, if they're legal in the first game, make them illegal after the final game. I don't like the idea of changing the game halfway through or early like that. VQL. They definitely added some pop though. That is Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, yeah, Stephon Diggs, man. He's a hell of a wide receiver, but his penmanship leaves something to be desired. Nice hit, Greg. Stephon Diggs. Where'd he sign? He signed somewhere already. He got a pretty good contract. Coming off that knee injury. I can't remember. All right. Box 72. I don't know. I don't know how those torpedo bats were legal to start with, but I don't think after a week they should have made them illegal. Could have made for a fun season. You're welcome, Greg. Nice hit. Cincinnati coming out of box 72 on the white alternate. Cincinnati is Tyler. That was a double bag, like a gallon of milk. Okay. Beckett authenticated. Yeah, torpedo bats were brand new this year, kind of a different shape on the barrel. Both earpieces are in. There it is. Another wide receiver with a quick signature. Be everybody's favorite number. Ocho Cinco. Maybe, Mark. It might have been. Ocho Cinco. Cincinnati. Nice hit. Tyler. I wouldn't mind seeing that home run record fall if Ellie was the one who got it. He seemed to like his torpedo bat pretty well. It's like it kept him from striking out. That was interesting. I love those Bengals white alternates. I think that's the color they should play with on the field all the time, not just for special occasions. I'm really interested in the Bengals this year. Yeah, what do you think, Mark? Given once they sign Hendrickson, if they sign Hendrickson, that's going to be half their money to 4 players. I don't know how you scrape together the rest of the team and think you can compete. Mariucci, Gleyber Torres. Gleyber still on the Yankees? I haven't looked at the Yankees this year. I try to ignore them. The only thing that makes me tolerate the Yankees is the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers. All right, guys, let me get this one written in, and then we'll move on. I'm ready to start doing some baseball stuff. I got to get some more in. Gleyber's a Tiger. Gotcha. I missed all the Gold Rush bats. Kept meaning to order, and then they ran out, and I didn't get any. Thought those were a lot of fun. They were affordable. That's what I think, Mark. I talked to a couple Bengals fans. One of them is a blind homer, and he swears that he thinks they're going to be good. And I'm thinking, man, I just don't see it. But who knows? You never know what's going to happen in the NFL. Every once in a great while, the Browns make the playoffs. New England. I'll never understand why the Browns didn't build a dome up there. I think their whole quarterback situation, I think they've had guys who would have been really good if they had not had to play outdoors in the winter in Cleveland with the lake effect snow. Seems nutty to me. Definitely need O-line help, but then the D-line, once you get past Trey Hendrickson, there is nothing there. Maybe Miles Murphy's going to be good this year, third year. I don't know. Both of those lines aren't very good. But I'll tell you what, that lack of offensive line kind of shows you how athletic Joe Burrow is. Think how bad that line would look if Burrow wasn't shifty. Let's get some randoms. First up, we got Zach, Buffalo, Seattle, Bill, Philly, Tampa Bay, Nathan, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Duck, Cincy, Jacksonville, Frank, Miami, Rams, Dave, Washington, Baltimore, Vlad, San Francisco, New Orleans, Duck, Denver, Indy. Indy. There's a page in there. Indy. I gotta put pictures out. Greg, Houston and Arizona. All right. Yep. Kansas City and Vegas. Will, Detroit, Chicago, Jesse, New England, Chargers, Scorching, Sports, Cleveland, and the Jets. Al, Green Bay, Minnesota, Carolina, and the Giants. And Christopher O, Dallas, Tennessee. Okay, here we go. This is our second two-boxer from Facebook. We got Zach, Buffalo, Seattle, Bill, Philly, Tampa Bay, Nathan, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Duck, Cincy, Jacksonville, Greg, Miami, and the Rams, Dave, Washington, Baltimore, Vlad, San Francisco, New Orleans, Duck, Denver, Indy, Greg, Houston, Arizona, Kansas City, and Vegas, Bill, Detroit, Chicago, Jesse, New England, and the Chargers, Scorching, Cleveland, and the Jets, Al, Green Bay, Minnesota, Carolina, and the Giants, and Christopher O closed us up with Dallas and got Tennessee. All right, guys. Let's do this again 5 times. Top two boxes. As always, if it's a box we already filled, one more time. 3, 4, and 5. We got box. I can't read it because I don't have my contact. 43 and 68. 43's there. 68's there. Randomize that list 5 times. 43, 68. Let's see what we got. 43 and 68 are the winners here. Alright, guys. After this, we'll try a live fill. Be a $2 live fill. Probably try a couple. If the first one feels slow, we'll move to one box. Going with box 43 first. Good luck. Here we go. San Francisco. Vlad. Alright, Vlad. San Francisco Eclipse. Beckett authenticated. Both are in. Gold ink on the Eclipse. Gotta love anytime you can get Frank Gore. Nice hit, Vlad. Frank Gore on the Eclipse. Congratulations. See, 2 wide receivers and a running back. So gotta love a lot of yards without ever having like a monster season. Pretty impressive, the consistency. So Gore coming first. You're welcome, Vlad. Minnesota on the flash. Minnesota is Al. Vikings flash. This one is, what is that? Schwartz authenticated. Both earpieces are in. Let's see what you got, Al. Nice hit. One of my favorites. It's going to be Adrian Peterson on the flash. AP, great running back. Nice hit, Al. All right, that is our last pre-fill. Move on to some live fills. I'll get them typed in. It's going to be a 2-box. There it is. All right, we got Greg, Miami. Brugman, Buffalo. Bill, Billy. Excuse me. Nathan, Pittsburgh. Bill laid on Buffalo. Greg, San Francisco. Duck, Cincinnati. Dave laid on Pittsburgh. Mark, Detroit. Duck. Denver. Greg. Late on Cincy. Dave. Washington. Greg. Houston. Bill. Detroit and Denver are gone. Duck. Indy. Craig. Green Bay. Bill. Green Bay going right ahead of you. All right, guys. We've got 4 spots left. Let me read off some of these. In Minnesota, we have the Purple People Eater defense, among others. Arizona's got a J.J. Watt. New England has a Gronk. Cleveland has a Nick Chubb. Dallas has a Dak. Green Bay, man, I don't remember what came out of Green Bay. New Orleans, I don't quite remember. Tampa Bay, I know there's a Warren Sapp. Chargers, there is a Justin Herbert. Vegas has a Bo Jackson. Bill, Cleveland. Craig, you got, yeah, I got you, Green Bay. I just forgot to set it out. Yeah. Let's see, Chicago. God, what I put in Chicago? Can't remember what's in Chicago. I need to get more of these young quarterbacks. But man, I don't know if y'all seen the price on some of these guys. It's going absurd. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence. The Jets, there is an Aaron Rodgers. The Giants, there's an LT. Tennessee, yeesh. I don't remember. Carolina, I think there's a Xavier Leggett. Baltimore, got a Ray Lewis. KC, I don't remember. All these teams have hits. If I don't remember, I don't want to say it and then it not be in there. Atlanta, I don't remember that either. We hit those 2 Penixes that one night. The Chargers, there is a Kurt Warner. And Seattle, I know there's a Steve Largent, but I can't remember the other ones. All right, guys. We'll do a 1 box after this and see how it feels. Individual teams, $20 a piece. Vlad, Minnesota. Bill, New Orleans. And New England. Let's see, Vlad had Minnesota. Bill had New Orleans and New England. Nathan. Tampa Bay. 2 spots left, guys. 2 spots to get this one filled. Then we'll do a 1 box. Next one might be the last one. If it fills quick, we'll do another 1 box. Oh. Duck. Chargers. 1 spot. Dave, Chicago. All right. appreciate it, fellas. Chargers and Bears. All right, that fills it. Let's get some randoms. Get two boxes. All right, 13 going in the bag. All right, guys. First up, we had Greg, Miami, Dallas, Brugman, Buffalo, Kansas City, Philly, Jacksonville, Nathan, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Greg, San Francisco, Atlanta, Duck, Cincy, Carolina, Mark, Detroit, Seattle, Duck, Denver, Vegas, Dave, Washington, the Rams, Greg, Houston, the Jets, Duck, Indy, Arizona, Greg, Green Bay, New York Giants, and Bill, last random, Cleveland, get you Tennessee. Alright, guys, we got Greg with Miami and Dallas, Brugman, Buffalo, Kansas City, Bill, Philly, Jacksonville, Nathan, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Greg, San Fran, Atlanta, Duck, Cincy, Carolina, Mark, Detroit, Seattle, Duck, Denver, and Vegas, Dave, Washington, and the Rams, Greg, Houston, Jets, Duck, Indy, Arizona, Craig, Green Bay, and the Giants, Bill, Cleveland, Tennessee, Vlad, Minnesota, Bill, New Orleans, New England, Nathan, Tampa Bay, Duck, Chargers, and Dave closed us up with Chicago. Probably try a one box after this, and that will, I think that one box is going to do it. One boxer, call it a night. I think I'm going to go ahead, like I did last week, list Gold Rush right after the break. Kind of a late night listing. That's a bonus for whoever hangs around after the break to grab a spot. I'll have it up within 5 minutes of the conclusion of the break. 3, 4, and 5. We're going with 1164 and 46. They're both there. Randomize that list 5 times. Yep. 11 and 46. Oh, let me get them. Eleven 64 and 46. Our hits here. Again, it'll be a one boxer after this. We'll switch to one box and see. We're going to start box 1164. Good luck, fellas. Here we go. This one coming out red, white, and blue. Oilers. That's going to Tennessee. Bill. All right, Bill. VSR4. I just threw the card. Beckett authenticated. Obviously, Beckett authenticated. You see all the writing. Both ear pads. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 signatures on that one. We got Haywood Jeffries. I'm going to read what I can read. Can't read that one. That one. Warren Moon says run and shoot. Might not be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy had it up and down. Nice hit, Bill. Love the multi-signed. Can't go wrong with that. Awesome hit. Guess that's the run and shoot. I don't remember everybody who was there for that. Haywood Jeffries, clearly. Warren Moon. I don't recognize those other names. Nice hit, Bill. I love it when they have a lot of ink. The more ink, the better. All right, box 46. Good luck. Came out. I guess that's run and shoot. Something equal to. Miami. That's the Dolphin. Greg. Greg getting his second win. Miami Dolphins. What you got? This one. Schwartz authenticated. Both earpieces are in. Hall of Fame 93. Going to be part of the Not Marino. He was part of the undefeated 72 Dolphins. Hall of Famer. Out. Larry Little. Nice hit, Greg. Larry Little on the Dolphins. Welcome, Greg. Nice hit. One more, last one of the night. One boxer. There it is. Boxer to end. Bill. Philly. Greg. Buffalo. Bill. Pittsburgh. Vlad. Minnesota. Nathan laid on Pittsburgh. Brugman laid on Buffalo. Greg. San Fran. Sam. Pete. Las Vegas. All right, Las Vegas. Bill. Detroit. We'll start doing a few more one boxers on pre-fills and whatnot. Not whatnot. Psych. I hate whatnot. Greg, Indy. Guess I meant whatnot as an etc. Dave, laid on Detroit. Duck, Denver's there. Greg, Houston, hey, Washington, Greg, Chargers, Dave, Chicago, that's about 13. Greg, Green Bay, I'm going to normally set you out, about 14. Duck, New Orleans, 15. And Brugman, Dallas, that closes it. Got it. Sorry, fellas. Nathan, sorry. Got it, Phil. This will be the last one of the night, but we'll come back tomorrow. I'm probably going to do a full. Yeah. I'm probably going to do a few more live films that are one team and free time. A little easier. So it's hard, to know whether you prefer to pick both your teams and still spend 40. I don't know. It's kind of six of one, half dozen of another. Couldn't lucky into as much money if the guy you were chasing comes out your break with that team. We'll start doing a few more one boxers. We got Bill with Philly, Cleveland, Greg, Buffalo, Baltimore, Bill, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Vlad, Minnesota, Seattle, Greg, San Francisco, the Jets, Sam, Las Vegas, Tampa Bay, Bill, Detroit, Atlanta, Greg, Indy, Carolina, Duck, Denver, Rams, Greg, Houston, Cincy, Dave, Washington, Arizona, Greg, Chargers, Giants. Duck, I'm going to put Gold Rush on tonight after the break. I won't do it tonight, but when the break ends, within 5 or 10 minutes of the break ending, I'll put Gold Rush up for tomorrow. It'll be a Gold Rush box for tomorrow. Dave, Chicago, Miami, Greg, Green Bay, Duck, New Orleans, England, and Brugman, Dallas, Jacksonville. Alright, guys, we got Bill, Philly, and Cleveland. Greg, Buffalo, Baltimore. Bill, Tennessee. Vlad, Minnesota, Seattle. Greg, San Fran, and the Jets. Sam, Vegas, Tampa Bay. Phil, Detroit, Atlanta. Greg, Indy, Carolina. Duck, Denver, and the Rams. Greg, Houston, Cincy. Dave, Washington, Arizona. Greg, Chargers, Giants. Dave, Chicago, Miami. Greg, Green Bay, Kansas City. Duck, New Orleans, New England. And Brugman, except for Dallas. Up the Jags. Alright, guys, this is going to be the last one of the night. Let's pull another good one. Ended on another high note. And hit some good stuff last few weeks. Got 5 times. And 5, looking at box 18. 18, is it there? Yep, 18 is there. Alright, randomize at least 5 times. I do not have baseball tomorrow. It has rained and rained and rained here. It's crazy. They're not going into the boat building business. I think every creek, river, lake within 3 hours of me is flooding. Jumping off this brink going catfishing. It's still raining. Tomorrow when it stops, I'm gonna go catch me a big one. All right, guys, box 18. Here we go. All right, last one of the night. All right, last box of the night. Somebody's catching them a fish. Miami. Dave. Dave at Miami. All right, Dave. Make it authenticated. Got both of your earpieces. Dave. You feel like a fishing a little better than mine. Dave caught him a big fish. Boom. That's a random right there, boys. That is a random. Dave Chicago random was Miami getting Dan Marino. Awesome hit, Dave. Dan Marino popping out. Awesome, awesome hit. Dan Marino to finish the night. Not Duck. Duck was the Miami hit. His Miami claim was late. It was actually Dave L. Lucky Litton. Uh, yeah, I got another Marino. I don't know if I'll put the name tomorrow or not. Awesome hit, Dave. Love it. Dan Marino in the night. I'm telling you, these last breaks, the last few weeks, the last box, been good. You're welcome, Dave. Awesome hit. Guys, I'm going to jump off of here and we'll put the Gold Rush break up and within 5 or 10 minutes, however long it takes me. You can start claiming tonight. I probably won't stay up to date because I will be going to bed, but I'll get them as quick as I can. It'll still be up in the morning and you can grab some teams and break that Gold Rush tomorrow. I will put up the Breaking Brad stuff tomorrow, just like every Saturday. And I think we're going to keep doing something on Sunday. I'll see what I've got. Put some random stuff up there. You're welcome, Mark. I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone for the fills. I loved it. Thought we got some great stuff. We had Ocho, Stephon Diggs, Adrian Peterson, and Frank Gore, Larry Little, and the run and shoot. And we finished up with Dan Marino. All right, guys. Appreciate the fills. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. Have a great day tomorrow. Do something fun or do nothing at all. Whatever makes you happy. I'll meet you back here tomorrow evening.